Hello, and welcome to the Pendulum Instruments YouTube channel. The CNT-104S and CNT-102 are highly versatile multi-channel frequency analyzers, which are suitable for a wide range of frequency and time-related measurements. Whether you are measuring simple parameters like average frequency or more complex parameters like time intervals between several inputs, the operation of the frequency analyzer is always based on transforming input signal into a pulse sequence in which transitions between two levels are precisely time-stamped and counted. Such signal transformation inside the instrument is called signal conditioning and is implemented by several components inside each measurement channel. In this video, we will review how to configure each component to achieve the best possible measurement performance. The internal impedance of the instrument's input can be changed to match the impedance of the signal source. 50 ohm is usually a good choice if the output block of the signal source also has 50 ohm internal impedance. 50 ohm becomes a must when measuring frequencies above 1 MHz. Together with the use of a coaxial cable with 50 ohm characteristic impedance, this will reduce reflections and signal distortions. We also recommend using 50 ohms when measuring pulse signals. However, for weak signal sources with low current capability and low frequencies, you may prefer to use 1 megaohm mode to avoid overloading the source and distorting the signal. By default, when attenuation is 1x, meaning disabled, the voltage range of the input signal can be ±5 volts. For signals with higher amplitudes, you can turn on 10x attenuation inside the instrument to increase the range to ±50 volts. The input signal can be a combination of an alternating signal, also called an AC component, and a constant offset, called a DC component. The coupling setting allows you to select whether you want to pass both the components or only the alternating part. The approximate imaginary frequency boundary between DC and AC components is thought to be 10 Hz. Because of that, slow signals below 10 Hz, pulse signals with a changing duty cycle, or with a very low or very high duty cycle, must be measured with DC coupling. Analog low-pass 10 kHz or 100 kHz filters can be enabled to reduce high-frequency noise or interference that may be present in the input signal. Keep the filters disabled unless you fail to obtain stable readings otherwise. It is not recommended to use filters for pulse signals as they affect pulse signal shape. Whereas use of the attenuator is required for strong signals, the preamplifier is required to process weak signals. Enabling the amplification inside the instrument improves sensitivity for weak signals, but the signal's amplitude range decreases from ±5 volts to ±1.5 volts. Use the preamplifier only if you fail to obtain stable readings otherwise. Comparators is the block where analog signal is being transformed into digital events when input signal crosses trigger levels. With the auto and relative trigger modes, the instrument automatically performs an additional measurement of the signal's voltage range before starting the main measurement. With auto mode, the instrument selects the levels completely automatically, whereas relative mode allows specification of trigger levels in percents of full signal amplitude. In both cases, the signal to be measured must be continuously present on the instrument's input. The advanced section of the settings contains the voltage mode parameter, which determines how slow and detailed automatic range detection should be, depending on the signal frequency. Its value must be equal to or lower than the lowest expected frequency of the signals you want to measure. When measuring single-cycle signals or repetitive but slow signals, automatic voltage range measurement may not be able to detect the signal or may take a long time. For such cases, use manual trigger mode to specify trigger levels manually and avoid any preliminary voltage range measurement. In most cases, you can get the best results if the trigger level is set to the middle of the signal voltage range. СNT-100 series analyzers also have a feature called Auto Set. It tries to detect characteristics of the measurement signal and can automatically enable attenuator or preamplifier, sets manual trigger mode, and trigger levels for slow signals, selects coupling. It is especially useful for slow signals like 1 PPS. The signal must be continuously present on the input when auto set is initiated. Now you know how input signal is conditioned in the СNT-100 series frequency analyzers and how to configure every aspect of it. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you again soon.